Welcome back. This is Sal from SJ Cooks, and today we are cooking a cherry glazed spiral cut ham. Hams are perfect for any occasion, but reheating out on the grill, it's going to allow you to add a touch of smoke flavor. And the glaze, well, it's going to allow you to get creative, but more on the glaze a little bit later. Right now, let's prep up our ham. We have a spiral cut ham here that I'm going to remove from its packaging. These hams are already cooked and all we're doing is reheating them. Or in the case of today, I'm smoking the ham while it reheats. These hams are usually packed with a pre-made glaze, but today I'm making my own. The reason these are called spiral cut is because, as you can see, the ham is pre-cut in a spiral form, which makes serving up some slices very, very easy. Once we separate it out a little, I'm going to add a barbecue rub. I'm using a pork rub that is sweet and savory. Now, for best results, try to add it in between the slices, as well as the outside. Take your time, and be careful that it doesn't fall apart on you. Once it's nicely seasoned, I'm going to set up the grill. I'm using the SNS Kettle with the slow and sear insert. I'm adding an apple wood chunk along with about 8 charcoals. You know, looking back, I really should have used a cherry wood chunk to match my cherry glaze, but I just ran out. I know, I'm not prepared, right? Poor planning. Next, I'm adding a quart of hot water. And I'm using the Grill Blazer grill gun to light them up. Without a doubt, this is the fastest way to light up your charcoal. Links to the grill gun and all the equipment I'm using in this video will be down in the description. Once lit, I'm going to pour in some additional charcoal. Add in my dripping griddle, my grate, and then let's cover and let it come up to temperature. My target temperature for today is 270 degrees Fahrenheit. About 15 minutes later, let's cook. I have my ham here, which is on top of the dripping griddle grate that's covered in foil. This will make it easier to put on and off, and it's going to keep things clean during the cook, especially during the glazing process. Let me add my temperature probe and then run it through the probe port. Let's cover and begin cooking. Remember, we are reheating the ham, and it's going to be ready to be removed once it hits 140 degrees Fahrenheit, internal temperature, which can take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. We'll want to glaze when there's about 30 or so minutes left in the cook, which usually occurs around when the ham hits 130 Fahrenheit. Now, speaking of glaze, let's make this cherry glaze. First, I'm putting 2 heavy spoonfuls of pepper jelly. Next, I'm putting 3 heavy spoonfuls of cherry jelly. Add in 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, about a tablespoon of your favorite barbecue sauce. I'm going to pour in a little water to thin it out a bit. Let's bring to a boil and keep mixing. Oops, I almost forgot. I'm dropping in a dessert seasoning that has some cinnamon and sugar that I think is going to really enhance the flavors I'm going with here. Let's add a little bit more. I really want to taste the cinnamon. You can certainly blend all of this if you want a smoother glaze, but I really don't mind the chunky bits. Let's check our ham out. It's gotten some good color so far. Now, if you don't like it to get dark like this, you should foil around the 1.5 hour mark. But this is looking fine to me. It's temping at 125 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's too early for the glaze. But I'm going to place the glaze in the grill to keep it warm. Let's cover and resume our cook. The ham has reached 133 degrees internal temperature, and it's ready for the first round of glazing. Let's start with the top. Let it slide down. And then get the sides. All right, don't be shy now. I'm also going to lift up and get some glazing between the slices like so. This is going to be awesome. Once it looks nice and glazy, let's cover and continue. Are you enjoying this content? Well, if you are, remember to give me a like. It really helps me out my channel. 20 minutes later, let's go for round 2 of the glaze. Same process as before. Start with the top and give it a nice application of this delicious cherry glaze. Ooh, baby. Yes, this is looking awesome. All right, so it's gotten a little dark, and if you're not a fan of it, you should really consider keeping it wrapped in foil. I love the shine and the way it looks. There's not much time left here, so let's cover. And once it reaches 140 degrees internal temperature, we are done. Let's remove and then let it rest. Now once rested, let's place it on our cutting board. Let's take a quick little bite. This piece has been calling my name.
Can't go wrong with the holiday ham, right? Delicious.
Let's slice. And as you can see, you have perfect slices ready for serving. Let's give it another taste.
Cherry glaze, must try.
This cherry glazed ham is going to be a hit for the holidays for sure.
Never try a double smoked ham. You got to give it a try. Now remember, all you're doing is reheating it. You're adding a little bit of smoke and you're adding a delicious glaze. But this cherry glaze is outstanding. Perfect.